Diddy, we don't have a choice. Gene and I have a lovely voice. Together, we're Gene and Diddy. David is my boyfriend. Gene and Diddy, our fun will never end. Gene and Diddy, Diddy, we don't have a choice. Gene and I have a lovely voice. Together, I am Diddy Kong. I am Gene and the Hedgehog. We are Gene and Diddy.
I'm glad that the whole bullshit with Eggman and Infinite has finally ended. Now he's back to doing non-threatening stuff, like interrupting movie reviews and acting like a total jackass. And I'm glad that Gene is now safe from all that.
Wait, what happened?
We'll tell you another time.
Why not tell her now?
We don't want to spoil anything during a little incident with Sonic Forces, Curious George.
For the last fucking time, stop calling me Curious George! And don't call me Caesar or Timmy Turner either!
Okay, fine, Abu. Is that better?
No!
Too bad. I'm calling you Abu from now on. Who could that be? If it's the IRS, I'm working on those chili dog taxes!
Hey, Tails! Perfect timing on that pizza!
Oh yes, I asked Tails to order pizza for us. What's going on, Abu?
Really? No, you too, Tails!
Come on, Tails. Give Rafiki some space here.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Sorry about that, King Julian. Hey, Calvin, what's going on? Not much. Just decided to drop by Domino's for a bit, and we ran into David just as he was about to make his next delivery. Wait, since when did David work at Domino's?
He's been working there since October, a week after my birthday.
And who are you again? I don't think we met before.
I'm Gene.
And I'm Diddy Kong!
It's a pleasure. I'm Calvin, hero in the war against the Eggman Empire, loyal friend of Sonic and Seanic, and winner of the costume contest at Sonic and Seanic's bathrobe party.
Wait, you and Seanic had a bathrobe party without me?
What? You were busy.
You could have just told me about this party before you went off to Studiopolis Cinemas to argue in Spanish, German, and French.
Calvin can speak Japanese. Konnichiwa!
Konnichiwa. I also kind of can sing in Japanese. Leote mayome kanda de kurumariru waku kakani ni tsunde isme sunere unda smile kolana kito wa kinde mine wa datuke abihu eda narina far from my eyes will get you to the tunnel much you my chasing Koreanondo David would say to the cycle now he am a chasing slowly guided can you deny that or it's not that a hero oh na 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 oh copy you quiero hero oh na 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 oh yes I know that hero.
You and I should totally sing a Japanese duet the next time we have an anime karaoke party. Guys, what are you doing? Sorry, Tails. Anyway, me and Calvin wanted to know if you had any special reviews planned.
Well, there is one that I've always wanted to do.
I have a feeling that I know which one she's going to pick.
That's right, Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest.
Oh man, that's a really fun game. I tried it with Sonic and Seanic one time. I actually convinced Calvin to try it out with Sonic and Seanic.
Cool.
To let you guys know, it was my very first video game that I ever played. And it also introduced me to Diddy for the first time. This game means a whole lot to me because...
Wait, Sonic, didn't you tell me that David's first game of yours was Sonic and the Black Knight? That's right, but it wasn't the first video game he ever played.
What was his first video game?
Well, not counting any handheld games, his first console game was The Incredibles for PS2.
So anyway, back to my story. DKC2 means a whole lot to me because It was also the game that my mom watched me play.
I'm so sorry to hear that, Gene. I just wish we met her before she was murdered. Wait, what's happening here?
I don't think you should know.
Oh, wait, I think I know who you're talking about here. But I should keep my mouth shut since I'm working for a secret organization now, and I don't want to slip any secrets out. That's good to know. I'll tell you about this organization some other time. That's fine. Now, shall we begin?
We shall. Take it away, Abu.
Son of a...
Sorry, little buddy.
It's fine. So anyway, don't forget to check out our past reviews of Super Mario 64, Super Mario Galaxy, and Donkey Kong 64. Click on the Zelda protagonist below.
Since this is one of my favorite games from my childhood, I shall begin. It all starts after the events of the first Donkey Kong Country. DK is having a little vacation when all of a sudden, K. Rool returns and takes on the name Captain K. Rool. He and his Kremlin crew kidnaps DK while he was relaxing.
Again with the alliteration. Captain K. Rool's Kremlin crew kidnaps.
Yeah, you'll get that a lot in Donkey Kong games.
Trust us, we know. Later, all the Kongs, including Diddy and Dixie, come together, and they find a letter from Captain K. Rool, demanding DK's hoard of golden bananas in exchange for Donkey Kong. Hey, doesn't that sound like...
Seanic, don't bring it up, please!
Wait, I'm so confused here. What's even happening? It's a long story, Calvin. Maybe when you're older, you can tell that to Hobbs. Really, Seanic? You had to pull a Calvin and Hobbs joke on me. Besides, I don't have any relatives named Hobbs.
Basically, Kelvin, the plot of DKC2 was basically the same thing that happened to Jane. She got a letter from Eggman and Bowser saying they wanted the treasure that we found in exchange for David.
Goodness gracious!
Oh God, Gene, not again! You've been doing better with those panic attacks!
Who's trying to comfort her? Not it! Not it!
Not it!
Okay, I'll try it. Do you even know what you're doing, Calvin? I believe so. Listen, Gene, I don't really know what happened with you then, but it's all in the past now. Move on from that. Nobody got hurt, and everyone's living happily ever after now. Want me to bring you some water?
Actually, I'll take 2 bottles of water.
Oh, gee whiz! I knew this was coming. I could see it from miles away. Don't you mean tails away? What? Because my real name is Miles, you dingbat.
Also, Kelvin, Gene was the one that got hurt at that time.
Yeah, her powers were drained and she was even poisoned. Is slapping me gonna become a running gag now?
Well, it's much quicker and more painful than a boot to the head.
Speaking of running gags, bleh. Calvin, say Whistling Whirlwind. Why? Just see what happens. It's really funny. Okay, if you say so. Whistling Whirlwind. Basically, when somebody says Whistling Whirlwind, it sends the Wonder Twins into a whistling frenzy. In that case, I know just the way to get back at Sonic and Sonic for having Sonic splash water in my face during our Justice League review.
Anyway, back to the review. Dixie and I decided to go to Crocodile Island to go save DK.
While you're on Crocodile Isle, the overworld theme called Welcome to Crocodile Isle is playing. Also, I should mention that the whole soundtrack was composed by David Wise. While we forgot to mention this during the review of DK64, that the soundtrack for DK64 was composed by the famous Grant Kirkhope, who composed for a lot of other well-known games.
The worlds in Donkey Kong Country Tour are as followed. There are Gangplank Galleon, Crocodile Cauldron, Krem Quay, Crazy Kremland, Gloomy Gulch, Cruel's Keep, The Flying Croc, and The Lost World. And no, I'm not referring to Sonic Lost World.
Are you going to keep making those jokes that you made with the different worlds? Hashtag lazy.
Hashtag nobody uses hashtags anymore. Hashtag suck it. Hashtag shut up. Hashtag Sowie.
Yeah, hashtag Sowie. Goodness gracious, boy!
Also, I should mention that everyone thought for the longest time that Diddy and Dixie were cousins. Seriously, what the fuck, people? Get your damn facts straight. Diddy and Dixie are boyfriend and girlfriend for Jiminy Christmas Shake. Get your damn facts straight. Whoops!
You know, David does that all the time with older Disney films.
So anyway, when you start the game in the first level, which is called Pirate Panic, the soundtrack opens up with an amazing sea shanty. What do you do with a drunken sailor? Take his liquor away, smash it over his head, and throw him off the ship so that 10 seconds later, he'll pull a shot and can go the fuck to sleep.
There are also animal crates, and later on in the game, animal barrels, which consist of the animal buddies. You've got Rambi the Rhino, On Guard Swordfish, both of who make appearances in Donkey Kong 64, as well as new ones like Rattly the Rattlesnake.
Rattle me this, my good friends. How helpful would a venomous snake and a deadly spider be for two helpless chimpanzees?
Shut up, Sonic! Anyway, there's Squitter the Spider and Squawks the Parrot, who is finally not carrying a fucking lantern from the first game.
But he does shoot oranges at enemies.
They're either pebbles or eggs, not oranges. Besides, do you really think an orange would do any damage against enemies?
Well, if you're part of an angry mob at a Justin Bieber concert, an orange might just ruin Justin's career. Either hits him in the face, or right under his feet where he slips and cracks his skull. Or he's wearing a Snuggie that gets third-degree burns from landing in the stove. I'm still never gonna get over that day at Red Robin.
If you remember from DK64, oranges were used as grenades, but Squawks does not have the balls to throw grenades at enemies. Besides, the projectiles he throws at enemies don't make them explode. Otherwise, this game would have gotten an M rating.
The next thing we should talk about is the bonus stages.
The bonus stages consist of either find the token, destroy them all, and collect the stars. All of these will reward you with a Creme Coin. The Creme Coins are used to unlock certain levels in the Lost World. And Sonic, don't you dare make any Sonic Lost World jokes! I wasn't! Jesus Christmas, Tails! The Creme Coins are earned from completing a bonus stage or defeating a boss. Speaking of bosses, there's a total of 6 bosses. They're Crow, Cleaver, Cudgel, King Jing, Creepy Crow, and Captain Cruel. Good God, so much alliteration! The only way to save the game is if you go to Wrinkly Kong at the Kong College, and you have to pay 2 banana coins. But if you unlock the Kong College in each world, your first save will be free, but all of the saves after that, you have to pay 2 banana coins. The next Kong is Funky Kong, who you can pay 2 banana coins for the first time around when you unlock him. You'll be permitted to use his gyrocopter to go back to the previous worlds. Like, if you're going back to a previous world to go to Clubba's kiosk to unlock a level in the Lost World. Can't say Lost World with a straight face anymore.
Speaking of Clubba, you only pay him 15 Creme Coins one time to go to a level in the Lost World, and he only appears in Crocodile Cauldron, Creme Quay, Crazy Kremlin, Gloomy Gulch, and Cruel's Keep.
That a girl, Gene! So anyway, another Kong that we get to see is Craigie Kong. And he gives you hints that you have to pay in banana coins. And also he's a jerk in this game. But he does tell you a little bit about his hero coins, also known as the DK coins. Which there is one at every level except for the boss levels, but there is always something annoying about 2 of them. In the levels Moldhome Marsh in Crazy Kremlin and Wet Woods in Gloomy Gulch, they're part of the prize goal. But what's really annoying about the one in the Gloomy Gulch is that you've got to be extra precise to get this one, because it shows up for a split second every single time. But the trick to getting it at the perfect time is to time yourself by shooting out of the barrel as the single banana goes away. And the DK coin appears, and then you get it. Yeah, I rap while Dixie plays her guitar when one of us hits the goal.
The developers of the game are real assholes if they expect you to make a precise landing on those targets on the ground just to get a damn DK coin. It's not like blowing up the damn Death Star, where only precise hit from a proton torpedo would send the whole system crashing and burning. That's just about as hard as collecting red rings in modern Sonic games, except for Sonic Mania. And let's not forget Schwanky Kong, with his Family Feud. Bonish Bonanza. Really, Seanic? What? Family Feud is another example of alliteration. Let's hope you and I don't start a family feud. Otherwise, our brotherly bond will be in jeopardy. Okay, let's make a deal here. If we can go an entire video without making game show puns, then the price is right. Well, unfortunately, I would have to disagree. Show what's gonna be. Are we gonna keep making game show puns? Well, is it a deal or no deal?
Shauna, continue about Swanky before we start a chain reaction.
Well, Seanic, do you really think all these game show puns will make you smarter than a 5th grader?
Remind me to start a Hollywood game night with you two.
It's on. On like Donkey Kong Country 2. So anyway, what Swanky does is if you answer 5 questions, 3 questions. 3 questions. He who answers the 5 questions, 3 questions. 3 questions will win extra lives. And what if you get a question wrong? Then you are cast into the gorge of eternal peril. Oh, god damn it! My ears are bleeding!
Sonic and Shaunic, you are not gonna believe what Eggman did to David and I.
Oh, you didn't know? I actually found a sex tape of them. Oh, god! What the fuck, dude? What? I couldn't resist. First, you show up naked underneath your bathrobe at the bathrobe party. One of the rules explicitly said, no nudity underneath the bathrobes. Then you interrupt our Justice League review, and you put us all through an infinite world of pain, and you film 2 people having sex? What's wrong with you? I just thought it would be funny to humiliate the happy couple in the best way possible.
You're lucky that it's not on the internet right now.
Also, you're gonna pay for sending me to the hospital, Curious Abu.
Call me that again. I dare you, bitch!
Curious Abu Rafiki George Caesar.
Gene, finish fucking him the fuck up with pleasure.
I'm not finished yet. Diddy needs to pack his bags and go straight back to Camp Laszlo.
Leave this poor monkey alone or else I'll...
Go bananas. I know what you're gonna say.
Actually, no. I was going to have Diddy turn you into a banana split.
Oh, how cute. A pregnant little girl is gonna shoot fire at me. Also, you might be a monster if you do that and never meet your mother in heaven. And also, you would lose David forever. Sonic, did you just kill Eggman? No, I shot him with a tranquilizer dart so that he could keep his fucking mouth shut.
I don't belong here.
Oh, fuck. Here we go again. Calvin, you got this. But I don't... Come on, Calvin. Do it for her. What happened?
Do you really want to know, Calvin?
I guess. I mean, you've told this kind of story to Sonic, Shaunic, and Tails, but not me.
I've been through hell since the day my mom was murdered.
You're not the only one who went through a phase like that, I can assure you. But we all have our moments.
You don't know my parents, Calvin.
Actually, about that.
You knew them?
Let's just say that they know a lot of people for my super secret organization.
Do you know what it's like to lose a family member?
Yeah, my parents were killed by Infinite. Now I was all alone when Eggman and Infinite unleashed their hell upon the world. Every time I encountered Infinite, I acted like a weak fucking coward. But my parents' words rang in my ears to never give up on my hopes and dreams. And to help Sonic and Shaunic take down Eggman and Infinite.
Heh. My father told me that the day he told me to find somewhere safe after he found my mother murdered. I wish I knew where he was. I haven't seen him for 3 years.
Your father is not dead, but you'll see him one of these days. I know that.
Okay, I think I'm feeling better now. We should head back before everybody gets worried.
What happened to your knee?
I scratched it on a rock while running. Damn it! I shouldn't have ran in my condition.
Don't worry, I'm sure Shaunic can patch it up for you.
Thanks, Calvin.
Don't mention it, Gene. Gee, thank God you're okay. Shaunic, you might want to take out your Insecure medicine or whatever. She scratched her knee.
It's not a serious injury, Calvin. I'm going to be fine.
Yes, you will.
Thanks, Shaunic.
Now, let us continue.
Gene, did you run again?
Yeah, why?
Gene, I told you not to run while you're pregnant.
Sorry.
Are the twins okay?
Shaunic, I'm only 2 months pregnant. Why do you think I'm still wearing my normal outfit and not that dress shirt?
TMI!
Sorry, Calvin. There are some enemies in the game that you need to attack a certain way, and the other types of enemies that you especially need to watch out for. The first enemy we need to talk about is the Spiny, which is a porcupine. There are only 2 ways to kill it. One way is you can do a flip into it. And the other way is to throw a barrel at it. You cannot jump on it, otherwise you're gonna get spikes up your ass.
I can totally imagine a painful trip to the bathroom after that.
Don't remind me, Sonic.
I'm gonna add that to my list of poorly timed jokes.
Yeah, poor Gene. Dealing with morning sickness for the third time.
Anyways, another enemy with a weird hit point is a clap-on. Seanic, what the fuck? Why is everything so dark? Because you said clap-on, so I clapped off. Let me turn it on again. Oh my goodness, Seanic, you just had to do that, didn't you? Come on, you laughed. Sometimes I question what goes on in that crazy little mind of yours. So anyway, just like the Spiny, there are two ways to hit a clap-on. One way is to jump in it, because rolling on them will make them bite you. And another way is to throw a barrel at them. And what happens if you roll into them when they're not facing you? Still the same way. How does that work? Their teeth are in the front, and if you attack them in the tail, then you get hurt too?
Even I find that to be confusing.
Anyway, the last enemy with a weird hitbox is the Cruncha, because you can't roll nor jump on them, or they'll turn red. So again, there are two ways to kill them. You either throw a barrel at them, or do the buddy toss at them.
Or you can make like Star Fox and do a barrel roll. Because the barrel rolls into them, knocking them down like bowling pins.
Oh, speaking of barrels, there's an enemy called a cobber. That is a real pushover, because they pushed you off the ledge. Get it? Pushover?
Oh my god, yeah! They are a pushover. Plus, there's another enemy that is really annoying, besides the zingers, and they are the Cat O' Nine Tails, that are creepy fusions of Sonic and Tails. I was expecting that kind of reaction from you two.
And let's not forget those annoying as fuck zingers. The yellow ones you can only hit with a barrel, and you cannot hit them with melee attacks. The red ones are worse. You cannot kill them. Just think of them as those yellow cards and red cards that are used in sports. Yellow is typically warning, and red means getting suspended from the game. Just like with yellow and red cards, red is way worse than yellow. And the final part is just followed. After completing Toxic Tower with the rotting toxic water, you can now enter the boss level called Stronghold Showdown. Only this one, you're not going against your boss, but you find Donkey Kong tied up and get the Grim Coin. But Donkey Kong is pulled away a few seconds after you get the coin. Now you have to access the Flying Croc. The Flying Croc only has one level called Screech's Sprint, where you race against a bird called Screech, and you get to race him as Squawks. Then you'll get to go face to face with Captain Cruel in the boss level called Cruel Duel, which is a bit tougher than the past boss fights, because you have to dodge stuff that comes out of his gun. And Sonic, if you say that line that I say every time I bring out my gun, you're gonna get it!
You only use that gun for emergencies! Why'd you slap me?
Because you said it.
Well, it was Seanic who gave me that idea. Go slap him. Also, you know it's wrong to slap a lady.
Unless that lady's name is either Xena or Harley Quinn, you're right.
Harley Quinn?
Yes, I actually fought the Joker and Harley Quinn when we went dimension hopping as Legos.
Oh yeah, I remember Seanic telling me that. And a certain thing that I shouldn't bring up because it'll trigger his PTSD.
You can say it, Gene. Just because I have PTSD doesn't mean that I cry every time a traumatic event is brought up. I only cry if I actually experience flashbacks of said traumatic events, Mrs. Anti-Magic Venom.
Oh no, don't you start there!
Like I said, panic attacks don't always happen as frequently as they used to.
Who knows? I might have more traumatic events in the future, but I don't want that to happen.
You better not jinx anything.
I wasn't trying to.
So anyway, back to that boss fight. Every time you clear an obstacle, you'll be presented with a cannonball to throw into Cruel's gun. After you do that a bunch of times, Donkey Kong will break out of his bounds, and then he punches Cruel out of the ship.
Banana Slammer style.
Why, Gene?
Sorry, little buddy.
Yes, what Gene said, and Cruel gets punched all the way down to the sharks below, which he should have died from. That's about as convoluted as that scene from the 007 movie, The Spy Who Loved Me, where the metal-toothed assassin Jaws escapes from a shark tank and manages to kill the shark. And the credits roll!
But it doesn't end there. Remember the Lost World we've been talking about? After you complete the first 4 levels and defeat Cruel, you'll unlock the last level with the last 15 cram coins. And this level is a pain in the butt! The level is called Animal Annex, where you play as all of the animal buddies. The most annoying part of this level is Squawks' area, where you have to fly through a bramble area with wind blowing.
Seriously, that's just so fucked up! I agree with you there, Diddy. It took me at least 20 tries to get that area right. So anyway, after completing Animal Annex and getting the last bonus barrel and the second to last DK coin, it is time for the true finale of the game in Crocodile Core, where you go against Captain Karula one last time. But this time, it's a lot easier because all you have to do is dodge all the obstacles again and throw a cannonball into his gun again. But it's only one shot this time. After that, Karula is sent into the core, Crocodile Isle sinks to the bottom of the ocean, but Karula escapes and won't be back until Donkey Kong Country 3. And they all lived happily ever after. Until this game gets ported to the Game Boy Advance in 2005 and the graphics and soundtrack gets messed up.
They also did that with Sonic the Hedgehog Genesis on the Game Boy Advance.
Oh yeah, I remember that. They also added more stuff to the game, like extra minigames with Cranky and Funky, Wrinkly gives you homework, Swanky's bonus bonanza is different, and Candy Kong is in it as a Vanna White wannabe. They also added a boss to Stronghold Showdown. To be honest, I beat the Game Boy Advance version before I got the original on the Virtual Console on my 3DS.
And that was Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest, one of the best games of the Donkey Kong Country series, even though we haven't really played any of the others, and by we, I mean Gene.
I've played the first one a little bit, but hopefully I'll get around to the others soon.
The soundtrack is amazing, the graphics are beautiful, but sometimes the levels can be quite challenging.
This was the first game to introduce Dixie Kong.
Let's not forget that the DK coins, or hero coins as Cranky calls them, were put out there to prove me to be a hero just like Donkey Kong, Mario, and let's not forget Sonic. I'm giving this game a 23 out of 10. See what I did there, Laurel?
I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. It's an awesome game, but it gets a lot harder after Bramble Scramble. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10 as well. Same here, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. Fuck it, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10 just like the rest of you guys.
It's still my very first video game, so I'm giving it a 3,000 out of 10. Hey Corey, I made a reference to you, bro.
So what should we do now?
How about we play Cards Against Humanity?
I've always wanted to try that game.
Same here.
I'm up for a game. Me too. So Cards Against Humanity it is then.